What up, world? Nicholas Coriano here. Business tip of the day. Sometimes you got to play the part. You got to play the part. So, in a generation of, and I'm guilty of this myself, if you look at my other videos, you'll see me in sweats, you'll see me in a t-shirt, you'll see me in a hoodie. And I actually, when I made my first YouTube video, I did that on purpose. I didn't shave. I was at my mom's house. And I put that up because at that point I was moving out of my mom's house and I wanted to document kind of what was taking place, but I wanted to show people that you didn't need to get all dressed up and have the right scenery to get online and shoot YouTube videos. YouTube videos have had a great ROI in my business, a great return on investment in my time into my business. But when you want to level up, you're going to have to play the part. So sometimes it's okay to put on the sweats and sometimes you want to put on the nice suit and tie. That being said, there's a value to having it at the right time, doing it at the right time, right? Playing the card at the right time. So sometimes it surprises them that you show up in a suit, right? If that's not your normal flow. But what you really want to show your potential customer is that you're capable, you're competent, dressing nice on occasion, on the right occasions, will definitely solidify deals. Right? Now, I am not, if you guys have followed me in my career, you guys know that I'm not the person that's going to tell you to invest heavily in, an Armani suit or a Rolex watch. But that being said, there is something to that, right? And in my experience of having over 1,000 clients, I've had some really, really successful clients, which I've learned from. Right? Always take an opportunity to learn from, anybody that you can. And one client that was very, very successful said, Nick, you know why I wear a Rolex watch? You know why I wear a Louis Vuitton suit? And I couldn't wait to hear the answer because he's very charismatic. And he said, it's because when I show up and I try to charge you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, I don't want any negotiation. I want to let you know off the rip, I've already made this money. I can help you make more money, but I've already made this money. I'm good, right? And there is something to be said for that. I've learned that same lesson when I was an intern back in my college days at Merrill Lynch. I had a mentor, the lady I worked for. She had I think it was something like $10-15 million under management, other people's money, and I didn't grow up rich. Right? I didn't grow up with a lot of money. And she drove a brand new, I think it was a Porsche or BMW, I forget, but it was brand new, very expensive car, very showy car. And my naive mind, asked her, hey, don't you think it's a little too showy to have that car? What would your clients think? The people giving you $1 million to hold, to make more money on, to invest for them. Don't you think that they would think, that you're taking from them or you're stealing from them? And then she actually said it was the exact opposite. Now, this is just her opinion, right? Everybody has their own opinion. I'd love for you guys to hear your guys' opinion. Put it in the comment section below what you guys think about, the Rolex or the Versace suit or the Porsche or the BMW. But she said something very interesting to me. She said, Nick, nobody wants to give money to people that are broke. They're scared they might steal it. So it shows, what she was basically saying was, look, it shows that I'm okay, I'm safe. You can trust me with your $1 million because I already got my own money. Kind of the same principle of the guy with the Rolex, right? He was like, I got the guy with the Rolex. So there is something to that. And I have used that. I have some designer, I have a Louis Vuitton wallet. I got a Louis Vuitton, we got the Louis Vuitton checkbook. Not that anybody sees these things, the Hermes tie right now. And it's just one of those things. Now, there's also the small added bonus if you believe in it, that they make you feel good. It gives you that sense of, I'm good. I feel good. I feel like $1 million. I feel like I'm worth money. So there is part of that. And in some instances, it does work. So I don't want to make this video all about that. Really, the video is about, like, sometimes you got to suit up. Sometimes you got to put the tie on. And don't be scared to be a chameleon and play both parts. If you got to put the sweats on or the work boots on to go work, put the work boots on to go work. If you got to put the tie on to go, close a deal, put the tie on to go close a deal. But I'll tell you one instance where I think it played a really big part. So I used to own a Mercedes, now I own a BMW. And those were the first after law school. I had bought a cheap Mercedes and I bought a more expensive one. Now, when I bought some real estate in upstate New York, I've documented this on the channel too. And I was 5 units in. So I had bought a 4-unit apartment building and then a single unit. And I was trying to buy this 17-unit off-market deal, right? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 unit. I always forget. And I kept showing up with a great attitude, fresh clothes. It wasn't a suit and tie, but it was definitely, $100 Jordans, and I was always clean, okay? And I kept showing up in this Mercedes on the street. The neighbor who owns the rest of the property kept seeing me show up in this Mercedes, right? And every time he asked me how it's going, he was having a hard time with the real estate. It's a depressed area, low income, high vacancy rates, right? Really the starter position for real estate. And every time he asked me how I was doing, I always give him the same answer. Fantastic, wonderful, living the dream is what I would tell him. And after about 12 months, long story short, he owner financed the deal for me. Now, most banks, almost all banks, would not have given me the $500,000 for that deal. But he owner financed that deal because he saw security in me. Now, I had transacted with this guy before, meaning, I was paying him a bill for I rented out a piece of one of his pieces of real estate. I rented it out. And that was purposeful to create a relationship with him, a money relationship with him. That now he knew, hey, I'm good for this rent money. In his mind, he starts connotating, well, he might be good for other money. And then he sees me show up in a Mercedes and then a brand new BMW. And then I'm still clean. I'm still fresh. I'm still smiling. It doesn't look like I'm struggling. He doesn't know that I was playing into the line, right? But what he saw, perception does become reality. So if you want to attract bigger things in life, you want to attract bigger money in life, you got to act like it. You got to attract it. You got to look like it. And that will bring that closer to you. So, I'm not saying fake it till you make it. I don't think that that's the move. But the move is do the best to present yourself in the best possible light so people will extend you credit. And what I mean by credit, I don't mean just money. I mean, work. Work is credit. I mean, a referral. That's credit, right? Those are the things you attract when you level up, right? When you level up and you suit up. So show up, show out, never give up, keep rocking. I hope this was helpful. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video if you thought it was helpful, and leave a comment underneath and tell me what you guys think. Has it affected you, negatively or positively, depending on how you dress? I want to hear all stories, Did you get cut out of an opportunity or did you win one? Let me know. Be great, guys.